Hi, you all, welcome. Moral, Social, and Cultural Studies, Grade 6, Lesson 1. After the fall of the Roman Empire. Lesson objectives are: by the end of the lesson, students will identify causes of the fall of the Roman Empire, decide how to best distribute resources, key vocabulary, common era, barbarian, to benefit, fierce, to conquer, to storm, destruction, bow, domestic, and present day. The first activity: circle the areas you think were a part of the Roman Empire. They are France, Spain, Morocco, Algeria, Italy, Greece, Turkey, Israel, and Egypt. Locate this area on your world map. Where did it start? The Roman Empire started in Rome, Italy. Ancient Roman civilization. The Roman Empire was a powerful civilization thousands of years ago. At its peak, the ancient Roman Empire controlled an area including parts of Near East Asia, Europe, Mediterranean Sea island, and parts of the North African coast. Ancient Rome was a great trading civilization as well as conquering empire. What does the word conquered means? It means to overcome and take control a place or a people by using military force. Beginning of Roman Empire. This map showing the lands of the Romans and Scyths. The dark green it indicate land controlled by Celtic tribes. Here, next, land controlled by Romans. The light green, other people's land. What do we notice now in 237 BC? Map showing the land of Romans and Celts. See the changes. The dark brown color indicates the land controlled by Romans. Roman expand their territory. See in 117 AD, the height of the Roman Empire. It spread the majority part of the land. This map showing the land of the Romans, you can see Roman facts. Rome was founded in 753 BC and quickly became a rich and powerful city. The Romans were amazing architects and engineers. They built roads and walls. Who ruled Rome? Having a very large empire meant that Rome had lots of natural resources. Cities in the Rome Empire traded with each other. Roman roads made travel safer. Roman law provided stability. Rome was ruled by kings initially. Then people chose a group of men called senators to share power and rule together. Roman army was powerful. In 49 BC, Rome's greatest general was Julius Caesar. The most powerful people in the Senate were the consuls. Every year, the citizens of Roman Republic voted for who they wanted to be consul. Roman army. Rome became Rome became so powerful because of the strength of its army. The Roman army was the largest and meanest fighting force in the ancient world. It conquered a vast empire that stretched from Britain all the way to the Middle East. The army was very advanced for its time. The soldiers were the best trained. They had the best weapons and the best armor. Roman society. Roman Empire brought many different peoples and culture together. under Roman rule. Conquered people were expected to accept Roman customs, language, and laws. Romans severely punished those who did not obey. For over 200 years, the tight control of the Romans kept the conquered people from fighting. This period is called the Pax Romana. In Roman society, people were not seen as equal. You were either a citizen and not citizen, also known as provincials, or a slave. Roman slavery. Most Romans accepted slavery. Slaves could be men, women, girls, or boys. If you had been captured in battle, it was likely that you may be made to become a slave. You were then sent back to Rome and sold. Most Romans accepted slavery. Slaves could be men, women, girls, or boys. Women and girls. Women and girls were not seen as being equal to men and boys. In Rome, they are not considered everyone equal. For example, they weren't allowed to vote or become involved in politics. Women were given a very basic education and were expected to take a traditional role in the household doing jobs, such as preparing and cooking the meals, making clothes, and raising any children. They lived under the authority of their father or husband at all times. Roman house. Poor Romans in the countryside lived in small villages of wooden huts and thatched roofs. A Roman villa was a luxurious estate for rich Roman in the countryside. Poor Romans in towns and cities lived in insulae. A domus was a type of house in the city in which a rich Roman would have lived. Dissatisfaction in the Roman Empire. The Pax Romana did not benefit all of its people who lived in empire equally. Only male citizens who owned land could participate in the government. Many of the people who lived in the Roman Empire were conquered people who were poor and served the rich landowners. Managing a very large empire was not easy. The rulers sitting in Rome was not able to see what his governors in lands far away were doing. The only communication at the time was writing a letter or traveling or meet face to face. Some people, especially in areas far from Rome, did not want to be part of the Roman Empire. They did not want to pay tax or speak Latin or use Roman laws. The Roman Empire started to become unstable. The common people had few privileges and were heavily taxed. Over time, the common people grew more and more dissatisfied. In addition to internal conflicts, the Roman Empire was frequently attacked by tribes outside their borders. Romans referred to people who were not Roman as barbarians because their ways, customs, laws, and outward appearance were not like the Romans. Collapse of the empire. How did the empire end? At the beginning of the 5th century, the Roman Empire was starting to fall apart. It was constantly under attack from tribes from northern Europe. Around 376 CE, tribes including the Goths came from the southeast to the edge of the river Danube. In AD 410, a tribe called the Visigoths declared war on Rome and stormed into the city. They destroyed many of the great buildings and killed people as they went. Attacks from other tribes. The Huns were powerful horsemen led by Attila, conquered the eastern territories of the empire, establishing a kingdom where Hungary, Slovakia, and Romania are today. After Attila died in 453 CE, attacks by other Germanic tribes continued. The Visigoths, the Franks, the Suevi, and the Vandals continued to gain control over important Roman provinces. This painting shows the Visigoths storming the city of Rome in AD 410. Gothic tribes that conquered Roman Empire regions. Visigoths and Franks, France and Spain, most of Western Europe. Huns, Hungary, Slovakia, and Romania. Vandals, Tunisia, Algeria, and Libya. Suevi, northern Spain and Portugal. Textbook activity. Memorize the group of people with the correct fact about each one. Answers are Franks captured most of Western Europe. Goths took control of northern Africa. Roman come to the edge of the Danube River. Huns were often attacked by Germanic armies. Vandals were led by Attila. Using information from the text, chart out the cause of effects of each of the following events. Some causes are given and key phrases also here. If you have any question, please do comment.